Hello and welcome back to the next episode in our Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord campaign, playing as Arthur Pendragon. Last episode we finished the tutorial for the game and we're pretty much ready to start our adventure proper. So we're going to go ahead and make our way over to Vlandian in the west and start recruiting people to our party and try to achieve our first quest objective of establishing our clan by getting some more money, growing our party size, reaching clan tier 1 and hiring a companion. And we are also going to allocate this focus point and we're going to put it into trade because we'll be doing a little bit of trade, I think, either as we get there or once we arrive. Now I have to be a little careful riding over there because I don't want to recruit any men on the way, so we are going to be a little bit vulnerable to bandits and looters, so we'll have to try and avoid them. On the way over we'll just have a look at see what sort of prices goods are going for. 10% cheaper than average. Okay. Thing is, we don't have a lot of inventory capacity right now because it's just us, but as long as we can just get a bit of an idea as to what the going rates are for certain goods, that'll be helpful. Particularly horses and mules. As well as wheat. We'll stop off at Rote. See what they're selling things for. 13. Fish is expensive there. Okay. Cross this bridge. I'm a bit cagey about going through forested territory because our line of sight won't be as good. So far we've not seen any bandits or looters, which is fortunate. $20 for olives. Okay, that's quite cheap. Now it says it's 80% cheaper than average, but this is still quite expensive for dates. They're usually cheaper, and iron ore is also quite expensive. Like, yeah, 34 at Rote is a lot more reasonable. Might be just because we've started a new campaign, the economy might still sort of be getting going and calibrating. The good thing about riding around on our own is we're very, very fast. Alright, looks like we made it to Vlandian unscathed. Oh, never mind. Do we want to fight the Sea Raiders? See, the thing about Sea Raiders is they're pretty strong. They've got throwing weapons, so they could easily kill us. So maybe we can just pay them off. For 153 gold, they'll let us go. We're just going to pay them off. I don't want to have to deal with them and potentially get captured by them, which would be even worse. Alright, so we've made it to Sargot, and we need to start recruiting some troops. Now, Sargot doesn't have any troops available for us to recruit, but maybe Etirford will, hopefully. Yeah, there we go, 2 Vlandian recruits. And then once we get enough, we're going to go find those Sea Raiders and make them give us our money back. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Actually, let's check how much olives are selling for. 42. He's got a quest for us as well. Can come back and pick up some quests in a bit once we fill our party out. These olives seem quite expensive. 51 for olives. Doesn't sound cheap to me. Some Sea Raiders there we can go after. Okay. Let's, can we catch them? 5.2, 3.5. We should be able to catch these guys. Wow, that's a lot of looters, 28. It's going to be a struggle to catch them until, we'll avoid them. That's more looters than I think we can handle at the moment. We'll go to Alliston here. We need to get some more. I forgot to check prices there. I'll check them here. It's expensive for grain. That's cheap for grapes though. We'll buy some grapes. Buy 200 gold worth of grapes. Okay. Butter, that's reasonably cheap for butter as well. Also reasonably cheap for fish. See if we can sell some of that to one of the cities here for a decent profit. Okay, no, that's not a good profit at all. Okay, no troops to recruit there. We'll ride back to Jaculan. Might be able to get a good price at Jaculan. I saw those 8 Sea Raiders somewhere, but they've disappeared. Alright, that's definitely enough troops. I think that's a slight profit. That's a big profit. That's not so much of a profit. We'll keep 2. Let's go back to that fishing village. We'll buy some more fish and bring it to Jaculan. There are those Sea Raiders. Let's see if we can catch them. Okay, just have to sort of corner them if we can. Should be able to catch them. They're going at 3.4, we're going at 3.5. So eventually we will catch up to them. It's just a matter of time. Evidently they're just going to run to the edge of the map and then they'll have to stop and fight us. There we go. Alright. We're here to fight. Surrender or die. If you're going to keep pestering us travel, we might need to take a bit more coin from you. Alright, so it is the same group that we paid off before. So hopefully, if we attack them, we can get our money back. Now, the thing about Sea Raiders, like I said, they've got throwing weapons. So they're a little more dangerous than your average looter. Because their throwing weapons can be pretty deadly. So we're going to get our guys to charge. And I'm just going to ride past. And hopefully they will throw their throwing weapons at me. And hopefully they'll miss. Okay, yeah, they're throwing some of them. This guy is aiming, you can see. Okay. Alright, looks like our guys are winning. Yep, they took him out. That was good. We got 1 hit in, which is nice. Cool, so we won. I don't think we lost too many men. Okay, we lost 1 guy, but we got 1.7 renown, 1.3 morale, and we took revenge on the Sea Raiders, and we did plunder back. I think that said like 145 gold or something. So we're gonna make most of our guys crossbowmen, but we'll make a few as footmen. We'll take all that loot, and we'll make our way back over this way, back to that fishing village. And we can level up riding, so we can get full speed, which will increase our charge damage by 20%, and mounted troops in our formation will gain plus 10% charge damage. But as I said, charge damage seems a bit crappy, to be honest. So until they buff it, we're probably, I think, better off getting Nimble Steed, which is going to increase our maneuvering on horseback by 10%, and mounted troops in our formation will gain plus 30 riding skill when we are a captain. So we'll go with that. Now, forest bandits are a little bit more dangerous even than than Sea Raiders, only in the sense that they have ranged weapons. Do I want to buy butter? I think we'll leave the butter. We'll go for the fish. I'll just stop off in Gayland here and ransom the prisoners we took. There we go. We got a skill point in roguery. Yeah, that's cheap. That's cheap fish. Okay, that's exceeding our capacity, so we'll go down to 39. Even the olives are pretty cheap here. Okay, and we'll make our way to Jakulan and hopefully be able to sell this for a decent amount. Okay. Yeah, there we go. That's a nice profit there. And we'll use that gold to buy nothing, I think, from there. But what we'll do is we'll go back to, there we go, 6 points in trade. Not bad. Oh, that's a lot of bandits. Let's avoid those. Go to Merok. We'll try buy some more fish. It's a bit more expensive. We'll go to Gayland instead and buy the fish from the city. Okay, the prices have just gone up in general. That's okay, we'll buy it from the city then. We'll go back to Merok, buy some more there. Okay, that's enough. Oh, I forgot to sell all that equipment we've been hauling. So we bought that for 17 gold. Hopefully we can sell for a bit more than that. Okay, 23, that's not too bad. We'll hang on to 5 of the fish though. And we will sell that. I'll sell, is that better than what I'm wearing for? Not quite. Sell that, we'll sell that. And we'll sell that. Cool. Made a bit of gold there. Oh, and the 2 harpoons. Oh, and this axe. Okay, cool. That's not bad. Not bad. Okay, what we'll do now, I think, is try to catch these Sea Raiders. Again, we should be able to, particularly if we travel around the forest. There we go, we seem to have close distance on them a bit. Now they've got a prisoner. They have just an infantry prisoner, but we will catch up to them and hopefully defeat them. And there we go. All right. You best let us be. There's dozens more of us hiding here, just waiting for our signal. Yeah, nice try. Surrender or die. Okay. Not the best terrain. All right, we'll just go. We'll try to let our footmen do most of the work here. But if our crossbowmen get some kills, that's fine too. It'll get them experience so we can level up the troops. I should have mentioned, so in Bannerlord, when you're creating your party, like you go around to settlements, you recruit troops, and usually you recruit them at a pretty low level. Sometimes the very lowest tier is just like Vlandian recruits or Khuzait recruits or Aserai recruits, and then eventually you can level them up to higher tier of troops and they'll have better equipment, better skills, they'll just be more effective in combat. But to do that you have to give them combat experience and then also pay to upgrade them, which is sort of representing giving them better equipment, and then obviously they'll have a higher wage as well. Alright, so we won the battle there. We lost a Vlandian recruit, but got some renown and morale. And we can recruit this Vlandian peasant, but we're not going to do that because you can't actually upgrade him into a decent troop, like he's just a peasant. Get a few more footmen there, one more bowman, upgrade these guys to spearmen. Take all of that, got some grain, that's good. Okay. Alright, now we're going to take on these looters if we can. Should be able to capture them. Catch up to them, I mean. There we go. We're going to take on the looters, and although they slightly outnumber us, we should be able to win just by using our crossbowmen effectively. So we're going to position our crossbowmen, I think, over here, and then our footmen just further down. Oh, they actually start quite close to us. Anyway, that's okay. Hopefully our guys can get some kills. Anyway, maybe we can give our guys the edge by peeling off some of these weaker ones. Alright, well, it looks like our guys got trounced. Oh man, I'm mucking this up as well. Ugh. Okay, it looks like that's good. Some of them are routing because we've killed a lot of them, so they're scared, so that we might actually be able to still win this. They started a lot closer to us than I thought they would, which means that our crossbowmen didn't really get as much time as I had hoped to yeah, finish them off. Yeah, missed that. Okay, it's one down, and I think the last guy is here. Alright, we got him. Fortunately, he hit our horse and not us. So we won by the skin of our teeth. We lost 12 of our guys, though, which isn't great. It definitely could have gone much better. But the survivors at least are, you know, much more skilled, and we did get a bunch of loot. But we need to recruit some more men ASAP because we're sitting ducks, moving this slowly. Vlandian squires, their wages are, the thing is, they're so expensive. They're 200 to recruit, and the wages aren't that bad actually. That's 400. You know what? We'll grab them, just because I think we need some troops. But yeah, they are very expensive. Okay, that's good. We'll get those guys. Alright. Pretty much back up to full strength now. Let's sell all the loot we have. We should make back what we spent. Yeah. So you can, when selling stuff, if you filter, you can just hit this button to sell everything or buy everything, or you can left click on just the arrow here to sell one unit at a time, or you can hold control and left click and it will sell multiple units of whatever you've selected. So we'll get 400 gold for that, and then yeah, 531 gold, so not too bad. We make back some of what we'd lost. So yeah, that's alright. I'm back up to 1,000, which is good, all things considered. Oh, we forgot to ransom the prisoners. We should do that. Go, we get 10 gold for ransoming the prisoners. Recruit one more guy to fill our party up. Okay, and we also leveled up, so we can get another attribute point. I think we'll put it into Vigor, and another focus point, which I think we will put into... we'll put it into polearm, given we're spending quite a bit of time leveling that. Maybe the next one we'll put into riding. And leadership, so we can either get combat tips or raise the meek. So combat tips will give us +2 XP per day to all troops in our party, and it will also increase the recruit level of units of the same culture with us as well. Whereas raise the meek will give us +4 XP per day, but only to tier 1 and 2 troops. And then if we're at governor, it'll give each troop in the garrison 3 XP per day. So raise the meek is not as good as combat tips, clearly, because we are always going to be a party leader as the player character. we're never going to be a governor. So yes, we're getting half of the experience compared to Raise the Meek per day, but it's applied to all troops in our party, not just tier 1 and 2. And also we get this bonus of increasing the recruit level of units of the same culture with us, which means that when we go around and are trying to recruit troops, rather than having Vlandian recruits, we'll have Vlandian crossbowmen or Vlandian infantrymen. So they should be one level higher. So we'll take that one. Maybe we can demonstrate that if we go to this. Okay, no, they're still Vlandian recruits. They should be a tier higher. Maybe it's bugged, I don't know. But I thought that's how it worked anyway, I could be wrong. Alright, let's head down to 7th here. See if we can buy some horses. Yes, so great. So there's 3 different types of horses in the game. There are like pack horses, like sumpter horses and mules, which increase your carrying capacity. So you can see just adding 1 sumpter horse gave us 100 carrying capacity. Adding a mule gave us 100 as well. Then there are like regular horses for like mounted riding basically. And you can tell because where is it? Yeah, this one says used for carrying goods, whereas the saddle horse says used for increasing speed. So putting saddle horses in our party will essentially have some of our infantrymen will start like riding on the horses when traveling around the world map, so we'll get a bonus to our speed. And then there's these ones here which are also used for increasing speed, but these are different to the saddle horses because they require a much higher riding skill to ride, and you can see it says mount type is war mount, whereas interesting, it doesn't actually show the mount type for the other ones, but here it does. So you can see the saddle horse mount type is just a regular mount, this one is a war mount, and you can't actually see it when hovering over the mule or the sumpter horse, but if you hover over the saddle horse, you can see the one that I'm currently riding is a pack mount, and that's a sumpter horse. So we should upgrade our horse at some point, but these horses are quite expensive, so we're just going to buy some pack animals. We'll spend 700 gold is fine. Some of these pack animals will sell, but some of them we will keep in order to be able to buy more trade goods basically. Okay, so we're not going to sell them here because they're pretty much the same price. Can we buy any goods here? Olives, date fruit, yeah. Sell for 105 at Jaculan. Thing is, I don't know how out of date that information is. We'll go back up to Saga. Maybe we can sell the pack animals there. See if we can kill these raiders on the way. We should be able to catch up to them. Yep. Well, we've got a quarrel with you, my friend. Now he's a C-rated chief. Are they all chiefs? I don't know. Maybe he's a bit more advanced. Okay, so we're just gonna get our archers and infantry to charge, and we'll get the cavalry to follow us. There's only 4 of them, so it should be a pretty easy affair here. There we go. Nice. Alright. We won, we lost a recruit. It's okay. We got some 58 gold and plunder and a little bit of loot. Nothing too amazing there. No prisoners because they all died that time. So we'll head over to Sargat. Oh, sorry, I know what it means. That perk I took, it just unlocks the third rank, or the next rank, for the NPCs. It doesn't increase the tier of the unit, but that's okay. It's still quite good, just means we can replenish our ranks a lot faster if we need to. So here we go, an excellent price for the sumpter horses and the mules here. So we'll sell all of them. That's quite a substantial profit. We'll go back to 7th and we'll buy some more. Grab 1 recruit. We'll go to Karas as well, because I think Karas had some cheap mules and sumpter horses, so we'll buy all of them as well. Okay. And we probably won't be able to sell them at Sargat, so we'll try Jakulan. Maybe we can get a good price there. Because the more you sell to a particular settlement, you know, they're in higher supply, so price goes down. They're less, you know, less valuable or rare commodities. Here we go, excellent price here. We'll sell all the mules, and we'll just sell. Do we want to sell any sumpter horses? Maybe we'll just hang on to the sumpter horses for now. Yeah, we'll just hang on to them for now, and maybe instead we will buy some trade goods. If I can find something that's got a decent price. Can sell at Galen for 402. Let's try, and let's hope we're not going to get screwed on this, because I know for a fact that that price for oil is quite a bit above the average. We'll need to take out some of these bandits as well, I think. Okay, we got pretty much screwed on it. We're going to lose a bit of money on that, but we're going to get rid of it because I'm pretty sure that price is quite well above average. We'll sell some of our horses to make up for it. So that wasn't the best trade. That'll teach me for relying on outdated information. Is there anything cheap here? That's pretty cheap. 13. We'll buy some fish. Grain, that's not cheap. Olives, that's reasonably cheap, I think. Buy some olives. We'll buy some butter. And we'll stop around there. And our trade skill is high enough that we can get a perk. So we can either get Appraiser, which is a 15% decrease in the sell price penalty for equipment, and our profits become marked, or we can get Wholesaler, which is a 15% decrease in sell price penalty for trade goods. We'll pick Wholesaler because if we're going to be doing trading, it's mainly going to be on the trade goods themselves, not on equipment that we're looting. But it does, it depends on your playstyle. Alright, and let's trade here. So yeah, you can see our profits are now being marked. We'll hang on to the butter and the fish, I think. I reckon we can get a better price at Karas. Maybe we can buy some more horses from them as well. Okay. I mean, look, that's a better price than what we paid for them. And that's slightly a better price, but not amazingly better. We'll just sell a few. We'll try Ortisia. Maybe if we go to the Empire, we might get better prices. That's expensive for grapes, considering it's a grape producing village. What about dates? That's pretty cheap for dates, I think. Actually, no, that's at near the average, sorry. I was thinking about the inflated prices in Vlandia that I was comparing it to, but it's actually pretty expensive. Might be worth our while traveling through Aserai and just doing a big loop. We should get some more sumpter horses for that. There we go, that's a decent profit on olives and on fish. stop there. And we'll buy some sumpter horses. And we'll leave the mules, I think. Alright, and let's go down into... there we go, we got 2,000 dinars. We'll go down into the Aserai territory and see what we can find down here that's a decent price. Maybe we can bring some goods back to Vlandia. We'll stop at Kuyaz first. Pack camel. We'll buy some more sumpter horses. And we'll leave the mules, I think. That's pretty cheap for fish, but I'm looking for more rare goods, you know. Silk, iron, hinds, wine. It's so expensive for linen. We'll leave the dates. We'll keep in mind 45 though. I'm thinking maybe we can get cheaper. See how much fish costs here. 13. It's not too bad. We'll fight these looters. We can catch those guys pretty easily. We'll check out this village Hiblet as well. We're not looking for a fight. Well, neither am I if you surrender. And you're not going to do that. So, a fight you shall get. Okay, so we'll put our infantry up here.
Disperse! Cut them down!
And we'll just get everyone to charge, I think.
Warriors! Horses! On my flank!
Actually, we'll get the infantry to stop here.
Onward!
And the archers can go stand up here. And the cavalry can come with me up this way. Are they coming, or are they... I think they're sticking up this way. So we'll move our... Oh no, they are coming. Oops. Oh yeah, there they come. Cool. Just get some one-handed skill in here. There we go. This is a cleanup. Lost one recruit. That's alright. Cool, and let's replenish our crossbowman amount. And we'll put the rest as... Put him as a swordsman. Cool, getting some slightly better troops now, which is good. And we've got a perk in one-handed, so we can either get Basher or we can get Deflect. Basher makes Shield Bash deal 50% more damage and stun your enemies for longer, and then infantry troops take 4% less melee damage while in shield wall formation. Deflect increases our handling with one-handed weapons by 20%, and then troops in our formation have their one-handed combat effectiveness as if they were 1 tier higher. I think we'll go with the Deflect perk. As I've said before, I don't find shield bashing to be too useful, even with the extended stun time. Okay, they're a bit expensive. Just trying to think, how deep should we go into Aserai territory here? Need to get rid of these prisoners as well. Oh, that's very cheap. Sumpter horses and mules. We'll buy them. Heck, even the pack camels are cheap. We'll buy those as well. And we will get one desert horse, which will replace our mount. Actually, should we get a desert horse? Actually, I don't think we will. We'll leave that for now. We'll get a Vlandian steed when we're back in Vlandia. We'll check Wadar as well. Now, we'll start to get a herd penalty. You can see on our speed there, we've got minus 0.23 herd penalty. It'll be more now, 0.68. And that's just because we have too many pack animals for the size of our party. So we need to be careful because we'll be a little slow. In fact, we could buy all of these and then we'll be at a crawl, but I don't want to do that because we'll just be very likely to get killed. Sell all of those goods. We'll buy some grain because that is very cheap compared to the prices I've seen. So we'll get like 40 packs of grain. And these date fruit are also quite cheap, so we'll buy 10 of those. And what we'll do now, I think, is we'll make our way to Sanala and then back up to Vlandia. I don't think we'll go all the way through the loop. We just don't have enough capital to make it worthwhile, and our party's still a bit small. So we'll go back up to Vlandia. Now we can get a decent price here on some of these, so we'll sell anything over 100. We'll sell. So that's actually quite good. And wow, grain is even cheaper here. That's 6 gold a pop. Fish also quite cheap, 9 gold. Dates also cheap. We'll buy some more dates. And we'll buy some fish. Okay, we don't have enough to do that, so we'll just pay 7. Yeah, that's all right. Oh, and we need to get rid of the prisoners. That'll make us move a bit faster. Yep, cool. Okay, all right, back to. That's a lot of looters. Back to Vlandia. Maybe we can sell more of these goods on the way, because we are out of wages and we've lost 0.1 morale. We just didn't have enough. I'll have to sell some goods at Kuyaz, otherwise troops might start deserting. See, morale has gone down from unpaid wages. Fortunately, it was only a few wages that were unpaid, so it's not too bad. We'll just sell 3 dates just to get us a bit of cash to keep our troops paid until we can get back into friendly or friendlier territory and hopefully offload some of these goods. Okay. We can get a better sell price for these, I think. But we'll sell 2 just to get some more time. And we'll go to Saga. Hopefully sell them up there. We might run out of money again. Probably should have sold more than just 2. Let's see. Oh, we might make it. No. Lost a little bit of morale. There we go. That's a pretty decent price. We'll sell a couple. Alright, and let's go to Jakulan. Hoping to get an even better price there. Now, the trouble about buying food and trading in those trade goods is that your party will eat them. Oh, excellent price in Jacqueline. We'll just sell everything. We'll hang on to the fish, though. And likewise, the sumpter horses will hang on to. Alright, so that was worth it in the end. Let's see if we can catch these sea raiders. Gotcha. Let's attack them.
Infantry!
We'll just wait here, actually. This is a decent position. Keep hitting 4 for cavalry when I meant to hit 3. I think it's because I'm used to playing as the Khuzaits and having mounted archers, which I assigned to the 4 key. Alright, I'll just ride around these guys. Oh, okay. Oh, well that was to be expected. I didn't think they had thrown weapons there. At least I knew they had them, I just didn't think they had them equipped. Anyway, we still won. We lost 1 footman, but you know, that's not too bad. Vlandian sergeant. What's his daily wage? 12. That's alright. We don't want to have too many high tier troops too early because it'll get very expensive to. We won't be able to pay their wages. Basically, it'll become uncommercial. But having a few is okay. Yeah, it's not a good price for anything, really. I mean, the sumpter horses is okay, but I don't want to sell too many of them. Can we buy anything here for a decent price? That's a good price for fish. And olives as well, that's a decent price for. We'll buy all the olives. We'll try to sell them in Ortisia. And the fish, we will buy all the fish as well. And we'll stop off at Jacqueline and see on the way. Oh, that's a lot of raiders and bandits, my goodness. This whole area, it's because that hideout's there. We need to clear that hideout. And that should help clear up some of the raiders. We'll sell all the grain because we got that for I think 6 or 8 gold a pop. Selling it for 16 is a decent profit. We'll stop off at Sargot and then we'll go down to Ortisia. Oh, we gained a level from scouting. So we get another focus point. We'll put that into riding. No, that's not good prices. Any of the trade goods have good prices? Not really. Okay, that's alright, we'll leave that. Keep going. Now we'll need to start buying some gear soon. Increase our armor a bit, or at least get a shield. I feel a bit exposed without a shield. Okay, here we are at Ortisia. I feel like we could get a better price than that. And also better price than that. It's not a bad price for grapes though, but I'd like to keep money in our pockets. We'll ransom that guy. We'll try... I guess we'll try Legata and then Rote and then Gelmaris and work our way down. Hopefully one of these places needs fish. That's a very good price for sumpter horses. We'll sell a few. We'll be a little bit over encumbered, but I mean that's a good price. We'll go to rotate, and we may even be able to buy some on the way at another town. Like, we'll see. Okay. Also a good price for sumpter horses, but not a good price for what we actually want to sell, which is annoying. Triametatus. There we go. It's a good price for sumpter horses. Buy them again, though. Not a good price for olives and fish. They must be the most common goods, I guess. Buy that sumpter horse. More good prices for horses, but not so good for... I mean, that's not too bad for the olives. We'll sell that many. That's alright, I suppose. I was hoping to find somewhere that, you know, was like in desperate need of olives, where they're in like high demand. But I could be running around a while looking for something like that. So sometimes you just have to cut your losses. And see if I'd waited. Is this higher than? I think it is a bit. Anyway, we'll sell all the olives. We'll sell some of the fish. That'll do. There we go. We're up to 4k now. That's pretty good, I think. Alright, we're going to make our way back to Vlandia. And we're going to buy ourselves a better horse and maybe some better equipment. And actually, while we're here... you're expensive. So, yeah, we'll go back to Vlandia. Buy ourselves a better horse. And maybe some better armor or at least a shield. Let's attack these guys. No, forget it. We've got a little bit of a hurt penalty. It's not too bad though, actually. Stop here and see what they're selling silver ore for. Because if it's cheap, it could be worth buying some. Yeah, that's very cheap. Excellent. Buy that. Stop at Ortizia as well. What are they selling that's a good price? See, they're actually in need of fish now, although I think the average price has gone down a bit. Again, they're selling silver ore pretty cheap. We'll buy all of that, I think. We'll just buy all the silver ore. I'm sure we can find somewhere good to sell it. Zionica, Lageta, and Saga. Well, we're close to Legata, so let's go up there. Durthert. He is the... What is he? Let's introduce ourselves. He is the... I think he's the king of Vlandia. Let's speak with Durthert. King Durthert, forgive me for what may seem an abundance of caution, but please keep your distance. Just beyond sword length is fine. So, who might you be? My name is Arthur, sir. May I ask your name? I am Durthert, king of the Vlandians. I am lord of Sargot and Gaeland. I shall mark down your name. Now, do not take it amiss if I do not immediately extend my hand in friendship, for the world is a treacherous place, and I have learned to be wary. Okay, so he is going to offer a quest, the conquest of Gersigos Castle, but it's not something we can take on at the moment. Let's ask him, what is Neretz's folly? Well, that's what some people call the Great Battle of Pendragon in the year 1077. Emperor Neretsis led an army accompanied by Khuzaits and Aserai to fight a coalition of Sturgians, Battanians, and Vlandians. It was a disaster for him. He died in it, but the victors didn't fare much better. Is there anything else? Well, can you tell me anything about the Battle of Pendragon? It was a victory of the kind that is almost as bad as a defeat. We had given an oath to the Empire to join them if attacked. It seemed clear to me that we should have honoured our oath. It seemed clear to me that we should have honoured our oath, that the Battanians and Sturgians were aggressors. But there was always room to argue details. Ultimately, our barons did not wish to fight with the Empire, so they resisted coming to its help. Neretsis, when he heard we were hesitating, sent us a message calling us cowards and traitors. And you say that to a Vlandian noble at your peril. Neretsis should have known what he was doing. We joined the Sturgians. I did not fight in the battle. I stood on a hill telling my commanders where to go and who to attack, and we did rather well, I think you've heard. Still, we took losses, heavy losses, and gained little, and for this the barons blamed me, even though it was their idea to fight. I learned that day that a king should always lead, never follow, but it was a bitter lesson. Thank you. Is there anything else? No, I must leave now. It was good to meet you. Come see me if you need anything. Alright, well, we've introduced ourselves to the King of Vlandia. Somehow we managed to walk up to him in the middle of nowhere and speak with him. That's okay. Alright, that's a decent price for silver ore. Let's take it. We'll just sell until it's light green. We'll sell half. That's not too bad. And we'll sell one sumpter horse too. Cool. Alright, and let's try Maraneth. We'll go up to the Battanian territory now and see if we can get any good prices up there. Just readjusting my seat to get comfortable. That's not a bad price for silver ore, so we'll just dump the rest of the silver ore, and I think we'll dump some of the sumpter horses as well, given that we're now... In fact, we'll just sell them all. We can buy more if we need to. There we go. We're up to 7.8 thousand dinars, which is pretty good. So let's check Pendragon, and then we'll go back down to Vlandia and buy ourselves some better gear. Just see what they've got for sale. Cheap grapes. Cheap clay. Cheap clay would be alright. How much? 44% cheaper than average. And we can buy some clay, but we'll be exceeding our capacity. We'll just leave it until we can get some more horses. Alright, let's go back to Saga. Gained a skill point in scouting, which is good. Let's check Ediford. Man, grain is still so expensive at some of these grain towns. Alright. Back at Sargot now. So let's have a look. Midland's Palfrey, is that the Vlandian horse? I don't know. Let's have a look at what Vlandian villages produce. Saddle horse. Saddle horse. Okay, it looks like just regular saddle horses. What Vlandia produces as their starter tier horse. Yeah, saddle horse. So we'll buy a Vlandian horse, so we'll just buy a saddle horse, which is still an improvement over what we've got. You can see it's Mount Tier 1 over the Sumpter horse that we're riding, which is Mount Tier 0. Our new horse will do 12 charge damage as opposed to 4, have a top speed of 48, maneuver of 55, but it will have slightly less hit points of 200. Or we can get the Midlands Palfrey, which compared to the saddle horse does slightly less charge damage, slightly less speed, but has more maneuver, but the same amount of hit points. Unfortunately, we're not skilled enough at riding to ride any of the war horses yet, so we'll just have to start with with the saddle horse. But actually, we won't buy it from here. We'll buy it from one of the towns, the villages that produce horses. All right, and we need to get a shield. I'm thinking we should. I don't want to spend too much money, so we'll just have a look and see what we like the look of. That looks a bit crap. Simple horseman. That looks even more crap. That's a bit too cheap. I think we can spend a bit more than that. Worn kite shield, no. Wooden kite shield, no. Heater shield with cutout. Small cavalry heater shield. See, they're getting a bit expensive now. Reinforced flat kite shield. Speed of 82, hit points of 280. That's quite a big shield. What about just a standard knight shield? Getting expensive up here. Regular kite shield. Reinforced kite shield. Okay, so that's more... Definitely a lot more expensive. This is more top-end stuff. I think we will start down the lower end of the spectrum. And we'll just maybe start with a... Just a worn kite shield. 180 wooden, 190. Small cavalry heater shield, 210. Maybe we'll just start with that. It's a bit small though, that's the only thing. It won't provide much protection from throwing weapons and arrows. The heater shield's a bit bigger, but more expensive. We'll just start with the simple kite shield for now. Looks crappy, but hey, you know, we're just starting out. Maybe we'll get some better stuff from the loot. Should we go leather bound? We'll go leather bound. It looks a little less... Okay, it still looks pretty crappy, but slightly less crappy. Go leather bound. And then for weapon... I think our mace is probably fine as it is. Our spear... What do we have at the moment? Simple short spear. So we can get the simple commoner spear, which will do a bit more damage. It's a bit longer, better handling. I think that's a good upgrade. So we'll grab that, sell that. And is there anything else that we might want to grab? Maybe a crossbow. I've only got arbalest, which is a bit expensive. Okay, we'll leave that for now. And let's grab some better gear. I think we need to get a helmet of some description. So we can get a cloth head wrap. Or maybe we'll just start off with a leather coif. Or a padded cap. I don't know. Padded leather cape. Should that say cap? I think that should say cap. We'll just start off with the leather coif, because we're already spending 500 gold on equipment. And then for shoulders, right now we've just got a hood, and we can upgrade that to a heavy cloak, which will give us some armor as well. And we'll just leave the hood, I think, for the moment. Maybe eventually we'll save up and get these padded leather shoulders, but for now let's just leave the hood. And then for the actual, what we're wearing, right now we've got a long woolen tunic, which does not provide much protection. We can upgrade that to a scholar's robe. Or we can go one higher and get a leather coat over cloth. Or a merchant fur coat. None of these are really battle appropriate. Leather tunic is probably the next battle step, but that's a bit expensive. I think we'll just get... Now let me just sell all the ones that we're not going with. Yeah, 1,000. Because it's 400. I think we'll just go with the scholar robe. That's a... Or should we just stick with the woolen tunic? Decisions. Leather coat over cloth. See, that's quite a bit more than the scholar robe. It's only 100 more. if we get that heavy cloak. Don't like any of that. We'll just reset. Let's we'll just go with the leather coif, I think, and we'll get that leather bound kite shield, and then we'll get the simple commoner spear. Sell that, and I think that's probably enough for now. Oh, we do need gloves. No, they don't have anything cheap enough, unfortunately. Yeah, okay. Alright, we'll leave it. We'll just grab a scholar robe, why not? There we go. Slight upgrade. I'm looking very holy as well. For our horse, light harness, maybe we'll upgrade that to... And we'll just leave it. I don't want to spend too much. I'm already spending 600 there. Okay, alright. Let's go down to 7th and hope that they've got a saddle horse that we can buy for a reasonable price. And maybe we'll start doing some quests as well for some of the villages around the area. We want to build our reputation in Vlandia now that we've got a bit of cash. There we go, cheap sumpter horses, we'll buy those. We'll buy the mules as well, and slightly cheaper saddle horse, not amazing, but a little bit cheaper. So we'll buy that. So our horse is now a proper saddle horse rather than a pack animal. And we'll stop at Karis as well. So we've got 2 of our objectives complete. We need to get more renown, and we need to hire companions. So maybe we'll do some arena tournaments, because that's usually a pretty good way to get renown. Okay, that's enough. Actually, they're cheaper here than what we just paid for it. That's okay. Let's have a look and see if they've got any gloves that we can take. Leather gloves, that's a good starting point. We'll grab those. And in terms of boots, leather cavalier boots are an upgrade, so we'll upgrade to those. Sell the horseman boots. Next upgrade we'll get is a leather tunic, I think. Okay, alright, that looks okay. Any cheap goods we can get here? Not really. Alright, let's go to the arena, and we'll enter the arena. There's currently no tournament on, but we'll just speak to the arena tournament master. And he says, "Greetings, friend. If you came for the games, the big fights, I'm afraid you're out of luck. There won't be games, or a tournament, as they say nowadays, anytime soon." I've heard of these games. Oh, as well you might. They're a grand old imperial custom that's now spread all over Calradia. Back in the old days, they'd give 100 condemned criminals swords and have them slash at each other until the sands were drenched in blood. Nowadays, things are a little different, of course. The emperors got worried about the people's morals and steered them toward more virtuous kinds of killing, like wars. But the games still go on, just with blunted weapons. During the games, all the best fighters from the area form teams and pummel each other. Not quite as much fun for the crowd as watching gladiators spill their guts out, of course, but healthier for the participants. You're a warrior, are you not? The games are a fine way to make your name. The local merchants put together a nice fat purse for the winner to attract the talent. When there's no tournament, it's still worth coming by. A lot of fighters spend their time here practicing to keep in trim, and will award the winners a few coins for their troubles. Also here at the arena, we think a lot about the arts of war, and many other related skills as well. Often you pick up certain habits while learning your skills. If you need to change those to practice one of your skills in a certain way, we can help you. Okay, so you pay us to fight. What's in it for you? Well, even the practice fights draw those who like to bet on the outcome. But the tournaments, those pull in crowds from miles around. The merchants love a tournament, and that's why they pony up the silver we need to pay the good souls like you who take and receive the hard knocks. Well, how much are the prizes in the tournaments? Well, we like tournaments to be memorable, so the sponsors pitch together and buy a prize that they'll be talking about in the markets for weeks. A jeweled blade, say, or a fine-bred warhorse, something a champion would be proud to own. So can I join? Certainly, the arena is open to anyone who doesn't mind hard knocks. Looks like a few of our lads are warming up now. You can go and hop in if you want, or come back later when there's a tournament. I want to go back to something you'd mentioned earlier. Tell me how the practice fights work. We leave the arena open to anyone who wants to practice. There are no rules, no teams. Everyone beats at each other until there is only one fighter left standing. Sounds like fun, eh? And what about the tournaments? How do they work? The rules of the tournament are standard across Calradia, even outside the Empire. We match the fighters up by drawing lots. Sometimes you're part of a team and sometimes you fight by yourself. The lots also determine what weapons you get. The winners of each match proceed to the next round. When only 2 are left, they battle each other to be declared the champion. And how much are the prizes for the practice fights? If you can beat 3 opponents before going down, you'll earn 5 gold. You'll get 10 for striking down at least 6 opponents, 25 if you can defeat 10, and 60 gold if you can survive long enough to defeat 20 opponents. If you manage to be the last fighter standing, you'll earn the great prize of the fights, 250 gold. Sounds good, eh? Okay, and are there any tournaments going on in nearby towns? Well, there's one starting up at Sargot and then another at Jakulan. You should probably be able to get to either of those if you move quickly. Alright, we'll probably go to Sargot then. But let's participate in a practice fight. Okay, so we've got a sword, no shield. So that's not great considering there's crossbowmen here. And they've got billhooks as well, which is... Oh. Sort of hard to hit him. Oh, crap. Got whacked from behind. Well, that was a short-lived attempt. Nothing like a good jab in the gut to let you know you're alive, eh? Looks like you managed to take down 2 opponents. Not bad, but that won't bring you any prize money. Now, if I were you, I would go back there and show everyone what I can do. Do you want to give it another go? Yeah, let's go again. We'll go again. Okay, so this time we've got a billhook to start. Okay, we got him. Okay, let's see if we can pick up his sword and shield. Okay, good thing we got that sword and shield. Okay, lasting a bit longer this time. Oh, damn he. The other guy died and then this guy swung through us. Okay, nice. Doing alright so far. Okay. Okay. Just worried about getting whacked from behind or getting whacked by or getting hit by a crossbowman. Ooh. I looked the other way because I thought he was running away from me. And the bastard started coming back. Oh crap! The sword hit the wall. Damn. Well, we beat 13. That's not too bad. We took down 13 opponents. Of course you deserve a prize with that performance. 25 gold. Nice, eh? Do you want to give it another go? Yeah, let's try again. Because I reckon if we can get a sword and shield, we can survive until the end, hopefully. Okay, try and pick up his shield. Nice. Okay. See what I mean? It doesn't leave you enough time to hit them before they when you shield bash them, like, you don't get enough time to actually hit them before they can block. It doesn't actually stun them enough. Maybe with that perk that I didn't take it does, but Like, I'm not 100% sure. We need to be careful here. I don't like those ranged guys on the side. We need to take this guy out. Ooh. Snuck up on us, didn't he? Okay. Okay, we're doing alright so far. Okay, he should die to the dude behind him. There we go. Oh, damn. Stop going after me. Ah, crap. Someone came up behind us. That's annoying. They all end up going for me. Alright, we took down 10, so we get another 25 gold. Let's go again. Oh, crap. Okay, he missed. That's good. Okay, that's doing alright with considering I didn't want to start with this weapon. Alright, let's get that shield equipped. Unfortunately, don't have a... crap. It's very slow. That's the only thing about the bill hook. Oh, just got him in time. Alright, we need to pick up a sword. There's a sword here. Okay. We'll drop that because it'll just make us slower. Okay. Where the hell did he get hit from? Oh, I think crossbowman got him. Okay. Crap. Quick, quick, quick. Okay. Bloody crossbowman. Ah, crap. Damn it. Oh, there was one dude behind me as well. Alright. We took down 10. We get another 25. Alright. I just want to be the last man standing at least once. Let's see if we can do it this time. We definitely need to get that shield though. Alright, cool. That's the sword and the shield. Let's drop the bill hook. Crossbowmen spawning. I'm tempted we just hide here and let them take everyone out. But then one of them will be left standing. See, there's like 4 crossbowmen and they're all up here. Oh, 2 now. How did he not die? Down this end, but one of them will spawn behind me for sure. Yep. Okay. I don't think these guys are actually hitting each other. There we go, got him. Okay. 13 opponents left. Doing a bit better this time. Let's go for the crossbowman. Ooh, big bill hook. Okay. Another crossbowman. Not today, my friend. Okay. Alright, we'll just focus on this guy. Got him. Oh, damn, that was a good hit. Okay, we still got him. Oh, only one opponent left. And he has a crossbow. Oh, we should win this. As long as he hits the shield and not our legs. Yay, victory! Nice. 250 gold, last man standing. Congratulations, champion. Your fight there was something to remember. As the last one standing, you of course win the top prize, 250 gold. Do you want to give it another go? Thanks, but I will give my bruises some time to heal. Good man, that's clever of you. Alright, let's exit into the city. I realise I've not shown off any of the cities or towns just yet, and they're quite well done. It's just that when you've played Bannerlord for a long time, you get very used to using the settlement overview map. But as you can see, you know, we're in one of the towns here. I think we're in, is it Jacqueline or Gayland or no, Karis? We're in Karis, aren't we? So we can talk to the townsmen here, and they'll tell us things like about how Tudor, the spice trader, is rushing into danger, or doesn't rush into danger, is very cautious. They don't really have too much to say, but they'll give you some rumors about people. Like this one's telling us that Lord Ingolter is quite fair and just. And then you can alt in, there's various services around, so there's a barber, you can go get your hair cut, your beard changed, you can go up to the Lord's Hall or to the dungeon. You can visit some of the shops in town, like breweries and stuff, and you can even buy them if you talk to the shop workers. You can ask questions, you can buy it. Whose workshop is this? This workshop belongs to Melind the Widow. And yeah, and you can talk to Melind the Widow, she's over here. Welcome, stranger, to my little kingdom here. Who might you be? My name is Arthur, madam. May I ask your name? I'm Melind. There's some who know me as Melind the Widow. That's a term of respect, by the way. Never heard of you. Okay, so we can't do much with her. We can buy the brewery or we can leave, but we'll just leave. But yeah, there's other shops in town, like linen weaveries, etc. Each town will have, I think, at least 3 shops. It might be a maximum of 3. We can also go to like the tavern or just like the blacksmith, and there's also other traders around town that we can speak to buy goods from. But as I said, because you can do everything from the main settlement menu, generally tend not to visit these guys too much. So we can actually get blacksmiths to craft a weapon for us, but I think that actually just takes us to the regular crafting. Yeah, this is just us crafting. It's not the blacksmith crafting. But there is a whole crafting system. I'm not going to go into it too much until later. But we can buy some goods here. Some of these are coloured purple because it means you can't carry them around in town, because we're currently using our civilian outfit, which is why we look like this, as opposed to looking like this. So certain weapons you cannot carry around town, but some you can, because they're considered civilian weapons. But alright, that's the town. Let's go to Sargot and see if we can, yeah, it was Karis. See if we can join a tournament and do a quick tournament, and then we'll probably call it there. I bought a bunch of something as well, didn't I? I bought a bunch of horsies. That's right. Okay, let's go to the arena and we'll join the tournament. And the tournament will be a melee group fight. And as you approach the arena, you overhear gossip about the contestants and prizes. Apparently there are 3 lords with renowned fighting skills present in the city who plan to enter the tournament. Given this turnout, the organisers are offering a bone crusher for the victor. I don't know what that is, but it sounds cool. So we'll join the tournament Should show us what the prize is here. Yeah, Bone Crusher. It's a mace. So that would actually be an excellent upgrade for us to replace our mace. So we're not in the first round. We are in the second round, so we'll skip that. You can see that these guys won and moved through. And we can also bet, and you can wager gold to increase the prize you take. Every round the odds will be different, and you can wager 150 gold each time. If you wager 100 and win, you'll get 400. So we're going to wager the full 150, which means that if we win the whole tournament, not just the round, the whole tournament, we'll get a 600 gold back on that 150. So we're in a team. It's us and 3 others against these 4 guys here. So let's join. All right, and very unfortunately, we started with a crossbow. So we have to try our best to not die here and hopefully help our team. Okay, we got 1 hit in there, that should help. Crap. Okay, our team is getting wrecked. Alright. Okay, we got 1 kill. We just need to avoid this crossbowman. Okay, and if we can get up on this horse and use the crossbow on horseback, we might be able to kill this guy. Actually, maybe we'd be better off. I need to sort of trap him against the wall. Yeah. Okay, alright, now he's gonna kill us. What we'll do is jump off here. Oh, our horse just absolutely disappeared. Alright, let's grab this shield. Okay, that's good. That's what I wanted. I wanted him to get trapped like that. There we go. Alright. Okay. Phew. I think we would have qualified for the next round anyway, because you don't actually have to win and be the last man standing. You just have to get some kills in the early rounds, and then that's enough for you to make it through the next round. So it's these guys again. So it looks like Aserai and the Vlandian Sergeant made it through. And given that I'm the only other named character, I think Aserai, Yuha, the Hyena, and Sylvan must all be lords, or at least they're named characters, but they said 3 lords, so presumably that's them. Okay, so this is just a random group fight. We'll try take out red here. Okay, we got him, and I think this is Yuha, the Hyena. Yeah, that was Yuha. Got him easier than the crossbowman, actually. So we're now in the next round. So we'll be on a team with Yuha going up against the Vlandian Sergeant and Aserai, and which means that if we win, we'll be facing potentially Yuha in the grand final. Okay, so this is a bit dangerous. Crap. We need to just get 1 down. Ah, damn, we lost. Alright, well, that was close, but Yuha just got wrecked, and it did not leave us in a good position. Aserai has quite a lot of armor, so does the Vlandian Sergeant, so they weren't the easiest to take out. So we lost the gold that we'd staked, which was 450, unfortunately, and I think Aserai will probably win the tournament overall. Yep, Aserai won, and unfortunately we got eliminated in round 3. But we'll do another tournament. We'll go to the one at Jacqueline and join that tournament, but we'll leave that for another time. For now, thank you for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next episode.